I'm gonna let people kind of jump into the live where we're gonna discuss how to take one of these, which is a Zoom H1 XLR. As you can see, that's my mic audio. That's this mic's audio. We'll take a phone. In this case, a Samsung, but it's advertised for iPhone. It works the same way. And I'm gonna get the audio from this to here. And we're also going to add an extra twist to this. You see that right there? That's a mixer. And at the moment, I've got music coming into that mixer, and it should be coming off of this. So it should be now hearing some lo-fi kind of chill music to go along with my voice. So I'll put that music down to a level that it's not dominating the whole thing. And I'm going to show you different ways you can get that sound. So right now we've got sound coming out of this port, but we can change the port on that. It's no biggie. And I know it's Sunday and it's football day. Speaking of which, I might just throw that on too real quick. And having a nice pod mic, people won't hear it. So let's talk about this a lovely setup here. So if you're interested in learning how to do a podcast off of your phone and having a top tier sound system doing it, I'm going to show you how to do it with this setup. Right now, this is a 32-bit float recorder, which uses an audio interface. And it's kind of, this is not like the part where it's all like, oh, this is amazing. Look at this amazing feature. No, this is just hard work and knowing how to line things up. So like right now, I got my headphones on. I'm listening to some nice music. And then when I do this turn up, now we got music coming into the stream. Now, some people get impressed by that, some don't. But I get super impressed because now we have the capabilities not just to do a podcast off your phone, which, let's be real, that's filthy. Welcome to the stream. If you joined in this, you're probably wondering what it's about, how to hook up an iPhone and put music on the stream. So I'm going to throw some music on real quick. As soon as the music comes back on, there it is. Comment if you can hear the music. How's everybody doing? I got a little music vibe going on here today. All right, so today we're just talking about how to take this. Thank you. How you doing? It's Kool-Aid 2088, and then send. Thank you. So what I'm doing right now is showing people how to take and put music in to your live stream with an iPhone or a Samsung. In this case, it's an older Samsung. And let me show you what I'm hooking this up with. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So the music's actually coming through this mixer right here. So when I turn it up like this, let me turn that way you can see where I'm turning my hand. That's where the music's coming from. And I love the music we're listening to right now, by the way. It's chill, it's laid back. And the sound is actually coming out of this, and it's going into this. It's a little bit of a setup, but it's definitely worth it if you're looking to up your game on using your phones. I'm also using a podcast mic. So if most of y'all have seen the Shure podcast mics that are out there when you're on the shows. So I'm using one of those too. And the idea is I want to make sure that people can have similar experiences. I'm also learning how to teach this better because there will be a Patreon course. So anyone who's seeing these videos is getting what I'll be teaching in those courses, the basics of it, and then I'm going to get more advanced in the science of how it works. Because it's a little more work than some would think to make that mix work together. And, trying to monitor everything at the same time too is a little difficult. So what do y'all think of the music? I'm about to change which way we're putting the music on here. So you saw me using the slider the first time. So I'm going to show a different way and from a different channel, just in case. Sorry, music was on. My bad. Let me say that again. I'm going to show a different way to put that music on to the live stream from a different channel, because the channel I showed you the first time was the main output channel, and that channel is generally used for speakers. But if you are going directly into like an ATEM or something like this, and you got multiple speakers and you got a phone, like an iPhone or something, it works really good. So the next way you would do it is with this input. And I'm going to mute this temporarily so that I can switch inputs without popping, making a loud noise in your ear. All right, I'm back. Sure, put a link in there. Put a link in the chat. I'll definitely do that. Man, I'm always down to help other people succeed. So yeah, just somewhere in the chat, put in there. I'll be going for about 35 minutes a day as I go through this explanation. So you should be able to hear the music again. So I'm gonna put the music up real quick. Tell me what you think of the music. Now, the reason why I'm able to put the music up is I'm using a mixer. Oh yeah, for sure, I got you. So I'm using a mixer and this digital interface to turn the YouTube into a professional setup, which is something you can do really easy. Not all the way easy, but let's just say, for example, you're interested and you're doing an event someplace and you want to get them talking. So let's say you're at what's coming up next is MLK Day. That's going to be like the big thing. So if you're at one of those events and you have one of these devices right here, you could actually connect into that and go. Or if you're at a DJ session, or if you're at any event whatsoever that has a mixer board, you could take this, plug it into here, into your iPhone or to your Samsung, and just put the music on there. And I'm gonna chill with some music for the next couple minutes. I'm trying to figure out what this football game tonight. Oh, when I said turn on. Thank you for the likes too. Appreciate the likes. Definitely. Buffalo's just getting into Jaguars. So what would anyone like to know about how to use a mixer and get music into the live stream the way that I'm doing it right now? Possible for people to get. See, I'm messing this up a little bit because I keep leaving music on and talking at the same time. The whole idea is I want to educate people in our industry on how to not only have really good video, which is really easy to do. I mean, nowadays, I got to be real with you. This looks halfway decent and there's no real lighting. There's no nothing. These smartphones do a really good job of taking care of that. And then on the audio side, I gotta be real with you too. Like, this is what people used to dream of being able to do, which is put in a great digital interface to be able to get sound into a mixer, and from a mixer into a live stream on a mobile device. I mean, that was our dream. We were trying to figure out how to pull that off for a long time. But let me put a podcast mic into one of these too. I mean, shit, I'm talking to a Shure mic. I ain't talking to no junk mic. gonna put some music on for the next couple of minutes, so chill out and enjoy the song, and then we can get back to answering how I got this music in there, this clean and this clear. I'll be back in just a minute. Watch the mixer. Sorry about that. I'm back. Uh, it's been a morning. Beautiful day. Not sure where everybody's at right now. I see a couple of y'all online. You missed me with the setup, so I'm going to walk you through for like 30 seconds at most. The setup I've got going on here. This device is plugged into my phone. You can choose an iPhone, Samsung, Android, whatever. Doesn't make a difference on the phone. This is a handheld recorder. It's a Zoom H1 XLR. You don't want to get the H1. You want to get the H1 XLR. It's $150. Buy it on Amazon or Walmart or the Alibaba, whatever store you want to buy this from. Then there's a couple cables you need and a couple things you're going to need. Well, this right here is the same mic you would find on a lot of popular podcasts, which is one of the Shure podcast microphones. That's what I'm using for the audio. And then I've got a mixer, which you would find from a lot of podcast shows, or if you're at an event. So say for example, you just go to like a park event or concert or anything like that, and you want to like just hype the place up and put on a live stream. You want the music that's going there to go in there, or the speakers to go into the live stream. It's pretty easy to do. You would be connected into the mixer. In this particular case, this out is called auxiliary or monitor send. Generally, there's going to be a row right here that says AUX. So whatever's turned up on AUX can come out of here. I think that's the mic I'm coming out of. Which one am I actually coming out of? Yeah, that's the one I'm coming out of. And then you just turn this up and you get sound. It's pretty nice. Now, the stuff I'm talking about is not really cool. Like when you get down to it, I know I could do live streams on some pretty amazing things that we get to do around here in Seattle, especially like this summer. You're going to see like some Pier 62 stuff. You're going to see a lot of FIFA stuff. I will be out during FIFA, and I will be out for like 3 and 4 and 5 hour streams where I'm literally having folks who are going to be in multiple locations, and they're going to have their phone with them, and I want to log them into the stream, and they're going to be able to get people's reactions and shit like that. But right now, I'm preparing a Patreon class for all of this stuff, and people who are interested in learning it can learn from me. I've been doing this stuff since a long time, and been big events, 1,500 people, whole city blocks. And if you want to learn how to get sound into your video, easy to do. We're going to be teaching master classes on it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But right now, this is like a chill day. I want y'all to enjoy some music. I'm going to leave the stream on for the next hour. So if you have questions on how to connect a mixer or get sound in like this on anything, let me know. If you want to do a podcast where it's horizontal or vertical, and you want to be able to use pod mics like this or whichever mic you like. So that's great. If you're a performer and you want to get your sound, you want to look good on YouTube, but you want to sound great, where people will actually just log into your live and just listen to what you do. Because say, for example, we have a couple of jazz players that I have streamed for in the last week, and they've been 3-hour streams apiece, and people are just enjoying being able to listen to them live. And there's different microphones you need for that situation. But if you're interested in learning how to do that and make it sound really good, do that for you. For the next 5 or 10 minutes, there's going to be some new music on. Let me see if the music's already started. My bad, because I got to make sure that I'm not just wasting your time on the music side. Yep, music started. So for the next 5 or 10 minutes, we're going to listen to some nice little lo-fi stuff, and then I'll get back and I'll really get in depth on how I'm making the sound come through. So that, and I want to watch the football game and have the live stream on. So you can watch the digital mixer and listen to the music. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? A day or whatever time it is, wherever y'all at, pretty much. We were talking about the XLR Zoom H1. So we're going to start the whole thing over. I'll spend a couple minutes explaining what we did here today and why you got the music in the way you got it. This is the device you should buy. I'm not being paid at all. No shilling, no nothing. Zoom ain't giving me Nathan. So I ain't got no money on this. It's just from experience of using equipment. Because I don't like people spending, $5,000 on something they can buy for less. This is $150. Works with like the pod microphone. So here's like a Shure that you're used to seeing on big shows on YouTube and other places. Pod mic. You're going to need some XLR cables. You're going to need specific ones for the mixer to be able to get into your system, which I'll go over in another video, but I'm at least going to tell you that you're going to need special cables for that. Going to need a USB-C cable to USB-C to plug into your phone. A decently long one makes life easier. And then most importantly, you got to have some way of getting music and microphone into your system, which will be a mixer. So here's your mixer. And within that mix, there's going to be a couple of outputs you can use. Depending on the situation you're in, certain ones will be available, certain ones won't be. So if it's like a podcast and you're trying to go into a live stream and you're putting in a bunch of microphones into here, then you can use these outputs. If you're at an event, there may be two other outputs you might want to use because these outputs are being occupied. So one of those is the sub out, which is probably the easiest one to work with. And the reason why I have one of these cables pulled out is because you're getting a mono signal. If you put both of these in to here, the mono signal going into this is into your mixer, into this unit will come out wrong and do cancellation, and then it will sound terrible. So you won't get this type of music. And you don't want it to sound bad going into the stream. So that's really important. This one is called a monitor out send, and that's probably the best one to use for live streams if you see an analog board like this. They're pretty easy to use. So essentially on this row right here, you'll see that there's a color. So generally, whatever this color it says auxiliary monitor is on, that's the color of those knobs you want to turn. And for those who are watching this and do watch this all the way, you're getting free masterclass on this. Pick which microphones or sound you want going into the digital interface or the audio recorder or going into your stream. Turn the volume up a little bit from the main here, and this is where you choose the volume where it goes through. And then you've got the audio going into the mix, which is one of the biggest and hardest things we run into, like with live streams and such. So that's how you would do it. Now, there's another option too, which is called the sub out. And that sub out is this one here. Let me turn this camera a little bit. That sub out, you can also pick on here. Generally, there'll be a toggle switch in these analog boards, and you can pick which one of these sliders is going to go with it. But you can't control the volume of that slider because they need it for the main room. So that's the reason why I generally tell people to use this, which is auxiliary main out, for live streams, because it allows you to get that full control. This is the second best control, which is sub 1, sub 2. And then if you have to come off the main or the control room, those are your next two options. So control room is this one here, which are these. So you have a couple of options that are available, but beyond that, this series really is designed for people who want to up their game in live streaming, especially when it comes to audio. I mean, everybody can get a great visual. It doesn't matter who you are. You can get a great visual on almost any camera and almost any of the technology now. It'll look great. Not phenomenal, not spectacular, not, oh my God, the world just changed. But see your face, lighting's going to be halfway decent, and it'll make the job work. But if you're looking to like up the game on the audio, this is it. And it's not gonna dry because it's not like the most passionate thing you can throw and talk about. Audio is like the least talked about thing I've heard all the way around when it comes to podcasting, when it comes to everything else. Gotta have the RGB lights, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. Well, I got news for you. Everybody listen to earbuds. So in the end, if you got the best visuals in the world and your sound is not that great, that's a problem. So this was just a quick example of how you can use some pretty cool tools with your phone. If you got an iPhone, if you got a Samsung, or if you got any form of hookup, even if it's your laptop, this is a good way of getting sound into it and doing a live stream. I'm going to spend the next 5 or 10 minutes just letting some music chill and roll out. I hope you enjoy the music because I enjoy this music. It's kind of one of my laid back, listen to the music. It's a cool moment type thing. And then we're going to call it into the podcast here in about 10 minutes, but there'll be some songs for a minute and then we're going to call it good. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you. Now, if y'all watching that Buffalo and Jaguars game, this just went crazy. That was just, no, I don't even know how they pulled that off. I don't agree with it, but we're going to go with it. Let's see if this 60-some-odd yard kick happens. All right, so by the way, thank y'all for watching the live stream. Appreciate everybody, y'all. And I think there was like 100 y'all. And I appreciate y'all jumping in on the live stream. Y'all don't have to. So much love to every one of y'all. And then there'll be more like cool jazz ones coming up this week. There'll be a jazz one tonight. And it'll be a nice one. So that'll be a stream for about an hour. That'll be closer to, I think, 8 o'clock, 8:30. All right. Y'all take care. Peace. Did he make it? Did he make it? Oh, yeah, it's cool. It didn't affect the game. All right. So, by the way, thank y'all for watching. Much love to all of y'all that did come on the stream. For y'all that actually got to see the setup I'm using right now to make all this happen. It's kind of a complicated setup. It's a real mixer that you would use in an event, a digital interface, which I never would have thought of 5 years ago. We have digital interfaces going into these, but we do now, and regular podcast mic and the rest. So that being said, I appreciate y'all watching, and fade to black. We out. Bye.